Hi, welcome to my channel. Well, I know you noticing that I'm holding my mic and I'm sitting in front of the laptop and somehow I'm on video. And I know I had told you that my webcam had died. It had. But I decided, I was going to give it a try today just out of curiosity. And it turned on. I was really happy about this, that way I don't have to shout, because I don't usually shout. I'm not very good at that. And so it can be very weird for me to raise my voice like that. I'm usually a lot more soft-spoken, but all right, now that I've covered that, okay, welcome to my channel, everyone. I'm so glad to have you back with me. Wherever you happen to sit on the rainbow, I mean, it encompasses everybody really, but if you happen to want to sit on your own little grumpy cloud, by all means, but at least keep communication open so we can talk about things, because I think that's the most healthy thing you can do, really, is just talk things through and be willing to listen. That's really all it takes, honestly. So, this is Sophia. As you know, she generally tends to review every video, and she produces and helps, and she'll approve it at the end. And so far, I have reached 100% approval from her, so I'm very happy about this. Anyway, she is the only troll in this room, hopefully. She is 100% of your nutritional intake, probably for the day of trolldom, and she's adorable, so come on, she's really cute. I think we're going to have a car outside, which is going to mess things up, but that's okay. You guys have heard cars before. This episode, really, for me, I thought, what about the military medical coverage? Like, what do they have over there, and how many of you know about it? So, I went on the off chance that maybe you wouldn't know a lot about it, and maybe I could enlighten you a little bit. Who knows? Maybe. It is actually called Tricare over there. And really, the two best places to get healthcare coverage are government jobs. Work for the government directly, the federal government, or go in the military. And as long as you mind your P's and Q's and you do your job, you will retire and you'll end up with Tricare. And it does cost something, but it's nowhere near as bad as civilian medical insurance, as we've been over some of the costs of that. And my father had a lot of health problems, a lot. And so for him, it was not unusual for him to hop in the car. Well, not really hop, but he'd get in the car and they would drive to El Paso, Texas, and they would go to the military base there. And yeah, they would be gone when I would get home from school, and that was where my father would go, and it was Tricare. It was all covered, and they had a little out of cost coverage, or excuse me, cost to the coverage. But even that was a bit much, for retirees and things like that. And maybe I'm just, maybe it's just my personal opinion, but if you've served your country in good faith and you did not break any rules and you did the best you could do, and you served your country, you protected it, you held your weapons, you did whatever it was that you were supposed to do, I think that your medical care should not cost anything. If you're a veteran, I mean, I don't think anybody should have that kind of cost. I think it should be like the NHS. I think it should be everybody paying taxes into something for everyone to benefit from in their time of need. But it is America that we're talking about, and they don't generally follow that line of thinking. As much as I would love for that to be true, they don't. You try. So yeah, my father would go up there and he'd get all his medical problems examined, looked at, x-rays. They would, do all of it for him. And basically, I looked up the cost. And on average, if you're just an individual, like say a veteran who's retired, you're looking at $12.50 a month or $150 a year. Now the costs have gone up recently, but I'm not sure. I think it's gone up to about double. And then of course the family plan at the time was $25 a month, and so $300 annually. And of course, when I checked on some of the latest news articles, they're upwards of $700 now per year. But it's still better than the civilian medical plans that are out there. It's so much better. And, there's no cut in quality or, horrible waiting times, things like that. It's just care. And it's what you need. And I used to go to the hospital with him many times, and I was witness to many men and women who were very, very disabled from wars. And I don't know, I guess being exposed to that at such a young age, repeatedly, I just kind of, it wasn't that I grew numb to it. It's just more commonplace, I guess, than your average child, would look at that and, what is that? For me, I understood. Heck, I even understood what it meant for them to have a waiting line basically in the emergency room. It was waiting according to need, and I understood that at a very young age. So, it provided its own little form of education, maybe not what they'd planned on me learning, but I learned nonetheless. What are children if not sponges, right? We pick up everything. And, I'm looking at this, and there's different kinds of Tricare, of course. And I remember my father would definitely complain about the cost often. And I don't know, maybe that was just something he liked to do. He did like to complain a lot. And my mother really liked to complain a lot. So I don't know. I don't complain as much. Although I'm told that's not very English-like, or English of me. I may have said that wrong. But I kind of stop people in their tracks sometimes. Delivery people will come and bring something, and they'll come to the door, and the first thing they say is, "Oh, this weather, it's terrible." And I say the complete opposite, and I'm not saying it to be contradictory. I really like the gray and rain. I think it's beautiful. And they think I'm strange, of course. Okay, this is the perils of having a cat. You get that hair somewhere on your face, and you don't know where it is, but it's tickling you. So if you see me reaching and doing this, it's a stray cat hair, which is very itchy. Anyway, I have missed talking to you guys. I had a few bad days, so as soon as I started feeling better, I hopped back on here to say hi. And I have tried to keep up with all the comments, and I'm really excited because I was taking some of the YouTube courses, because they give you information on how to better your channel. And one of them told me that basically once I get to 1,000 subscribers, if I'm so fortunate, that there's this chat, or this not a chat room, but like a message board where I can communicate with you guys and like give you updates and let you know some things are coming, which is really exciting. Hold on. Oh, and I'm really looking forward to that, actually. I have been working on some logos, just, little ideas that I have, some artwork. We've been working on those thumbnails, and just trying to get the hang of everything. And I think we're doing pretty good. My partner did the music for my channel, the intro, and I'm ever so proud of her for that. She's done a brilliant job. And I remember there was something else. The military has done something that is rather unprecedented, considering our very conservative take on this subject generally. Wow. That is a very loud plane, I think. Please forgive the noise. But generally, the military in America is conservative. Pretty conservative, really. For the longest time, it was don't ask, don't tell. When it came to anybody who was gay, they had to pretend they weren't gay. Even if people knew, they're like, nope, don't ask them, and they won't tell, and nobody gets in trouble. Which sounds completely ludicrous to me, but okay. Well, one of the things that they would never really look at, and in fact, our last commander-in-chief, he made it to where there were no transgender people in the military whatsoever, even though there were quite a few that were extremely qualified. They were doing their job very well, and he just told them, your services are no longer needed, basically. I cannot understand that for the life of me. If a person dedicates themselves to their job, and they do a good job, why should it matter what gender they are? I have known a few people that were transgender, and it's something they tell me that they know from the time they're very small, and it's a very difficult thing to live with, and it's nobody would choose that life willingly. It's horribly hard. And I don't envy them one bit, but I will protect their right to be themselves. Just like I would protect, somebody's right to their choice of, say, religion, But the government recently said that they were going to pay for veterans to have their gender reassigned. And I know two people actually who would benefit from that, who honestly, they dedicated themselves to the military. They did very hard jobs. One of them was a ranger scout, I believe. That may be backwards. I'm not a military expert. Please forgive me if I got the title wrong. But that's a really hard job. And they did that because they wanted to prove, that they were very much men, and how strong they were, because they were still in denial, about who they were. And the way I look at things like that is I try to put myself in their place mentally. I try to think, how would I feel if I woke up tomorrow and there was something there, where I'm referring, that was not anything that I wanted. It was completely not me. And then I thought how horrific that must feel, and how you must want to escape your own body, And now, mind you, these are just my opinions, and I respect a discussion if anybody wants to have a discussion. But I'm not going to accept any intolerance. If anybody has a negative viewpoint about this, please just keep it to yourself. There's so much negativity out there. And honestly, this group of people makes up such a small percentage of the human race. Just be respectful. There's no reason why we can't all just coexist. I've never understood why people can't. And I think that we really are capable of that. We can have discussions. We can talk without raising fists and killing each other. And just have a chat, make a cup of tea. Come on. does not have to be so heavy all the time. But this is just my opinion, of course. Again, I'm just saying. And I could go on and wax poetic on this, but I do know that I'm very thankful for each one of my subscribers. And I seriously, thank you. It means a lot to me, and I hope that I can be informative. I'm going to include the links below for Tricare, and if there's any information you'd like to know, you can probably find it on their webpage. And I thought, if anybody is curious as to how much things cost, you could compare it to what you have now. And really, honestly, like I said, the NHS is a beautiful gift. It saves so many lives, and it's amazing. And it's just because people come together, they share their taxes, everybody works together, and it reduces suffering. It's a really beautiful thing. So I'm very thankful for it. Anyway, just like I'm thankful for you guys. All right. So in closing, take care of each other. Just be honest, be kind, please. Come on, y'all. I know you can do it. I know you can. Okay, I will talk to you later. I might have another one coming soon. Talk to you.